Okay, Mihal has gone total recall. So, if you know the movie Total Recall from 1990, I can't remember the character's name, but he was played by Arnold Schwarzenegger, and it's all about his memory being wiped. Everything he has known has been wiped. Well, that's what Micheál Martin has done this morning. He has tried to wipe our memories from the past few years. Okay, so Ben Scallon asked Micheál Martin today, did he think that the immigration debate has been stifled because Simon Harris is now complaining that the left wing, the lefties in the Dáil are trying to stifle a debate on immigration and the high numbers. Okay, so Ben Scallon asked Micheál Martin this question. I'm going to play it for you. It's unbelievable. It's like a scene out of Total Recall because we all have memories and we all actually do remember the last few years, but it's unreal. It is unreal what they're trying to do now. So listen carefully to this interaction.
Simon Harris was saying this, that he felt many left-wing politicians have kind of shut down the migration debate if people tried to have legitimate criticisms of it. Do you accept that the government has also stifled immigration debates in the past and that your government and senior political figures have played a role in that as well?
Well, I think there's no... as far as I'm concerned, we facilitate debate. I facilitate debate all of the time. I engage in debate. I think migration has been, is an issue for people, but let's be clear, migration has been positive as well in the overall sense of the country. If you look at our health service, for example, the number of people who have come into Ireland to work in Ireland, to deliver services in Ireland, it was very significant. If you look at the technology industry, people who come into the country through either work permits or who come in from the European Union, many people across the European Union work in Ireland. And it's been of very significant benefits to inward investment into the country. So migration must be looked at comprehensively and not in a negative way. So we haven't been trying to stifle the debate on migration, but what we have been doing is to try and create the context for a proper debate, an informed debate, and also to be very clear that there can be no tolerance for any hostility or anger or indeed violence against people because of ethnic backgrounds. And we make no apology for being very forthright in respect of that issue, because I have met people Irish citizens, who because of their ethnic background have come under aggression and so on, and that's not good enough, and that's not true to the values of the Irish people. So there's no issue about having a broad debate on these matters.
Do you agree with that?
So Micheál there saying that he is always engaged in debate, always, and that he is now looking for a very civil, informed debate on immigration. We are all looking for that, Micheál. We are all looking for that. I see he also said he has no tolerance for violence, anger, or what's the other word he said? No tolerance for violence or anger. I don't know, but Councillor Azad, his own councillor in Limerick, nothing was ever done to him. Nothing was ever done. They never told us what reprimands they said or that they have done to this councillor from Bangladesh who said he would like to see people shot in the head, rioters shot in the head and beaten in the streets till they die. Talk about tolerance for violence and anger. And this is the nonsense they're still coming out with. But it's unbelievable because it's surreal. It's surreal. Oh my gosh, it is absolutely surreal. Anytime anyone has tried to raise immigration, including myself, in a meeting, I remember up to 2 years ago, I was in a meeting and there was a Fianna Fáil councillor present and all the other councillors, all the other people before Profit, Sinn Féin, Fine Gael, blah, 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 independents, they were all there. And I just simply said to the Fianna Fáil guy, I think you could check with Micheál Martin, when is he going to put a cap on immigration? And he told me in front of everybody that I was to stop with the right-wing American talk. And it went unchecked by everyone else in the room. Everyone was just silent. No one stood up for me. So I'm just one example of no one wanting to engage. Doors slammed in our faces because we mentioned immigration. people getting gaslit by the likes of Micheál Martin and all the politicians, calling us every name under the sun. So there was no debate. There has been no debate. We have open borders. And when we mentioned open borders, I'll tell you, Micheál Martin went on the RTE News. Let's listen to him talk about open borders.
Immediately afterwards, the Taoiseach had this reaction.
We don't have open borders. That's the first point I would make. So the premise that Europe has open borders is not the case. We've just signed an EU asylum pact. So Europe doesn't have open borders. Ireland doesn't have open borders. We control our borders.
And ironically enough, signing the EU Migration Pact will make the open borders situation 10 times worse. 10 times worse. I've covered it before. Why? So Micheál Martin has said numerous things over the past number of recent years about immigration, about when anyone brings up immigration. He said there's no magic wand to the numbers, to stopping the numbers coming in. He said that we have international obligations, that we cannot turn people away. Anyone who raised the issue of the number of people coming in, he said that we had no humanity. He said we had no humanity. That is the type of debate that Micheál Martin has engaged in. And I'm telling you, it's total recall stuff. Actually, I spent the rest of this morning after hearing that downloading some videos of his and some quotes from him, because I'm sure they're going to wipe the internet now of all this. They think we are that stupid, and they think that you at home are that stupid. If you raise the Irish flag, were called far-right, racist. If you said Ireland is for the Irish, or house the Irish first, you were called every name under the sun. In fact, I'll play you something now from him talking about people who go around saying Ireland is for the Irish.
This is because there's a narrative growing in this country which is trying to other people because of their colour, their race, their creed. And I think the vast majority of Irish people recoil at this. But we have to be better, more strategic in dealing with this and engaging with this, because this is undermining the dignity of every child born in this country. We always cherish children, and irrespective of the background, these attacks should not happen. And the type of language that we're experiencing about Irish for the Irish and all of that is now creating, is having an impact where violence is happening. And it's tantamount to an incitement, and it needs to stop. And our Irish society needs to take stock. I met with the interfaith leaders recently, all the church leaders, about 30 odd came in. That was the topic of discussion. And this is, to me, now an emerging societal issue for us all.
So there you go. Listen to his talk there. They are the ones who have created the division, or rather mass immigration has created division in the country, has created disgruntled people. We know 82% at the last poll a couple of weeks ago, 82% of people now want to see immigration handled properly in this country. And it could not have been handled properly until we all had an honest debate without being called names. And speaking of Total Recall movie back in 1990, let me play you something from Micheál Martin in 1999. He said exactly what we've been saying. Exactly. Here we go.
I would have to say that there are an increasing number of people who are casually bandying around the word racist. This does nothing to foster an informed and balanced discussion of the issues. We should also have no place in our debates for the naive extremes of those who think we can have completely open borders and manage any number of refugees, and those who would exclude all non-EU immigration.
So there you go. Bring back the Micheál Martin of the 90s. Bring him back. And where did he go? And how did it all go so wrong? He said himself, his own words, it's naive to think we can have open borders. We want him back. Instead of this total recall stuff he's saying now, trying to pretend that he was for debate and that Fianna Fáil was for debate, as I know, I mentioned that councillor. They were all like that. And they still probably are all like that because they probably even themselves can't believe that their leader now has turned. He's reverted back to what he was in 1999. And the mess they have made of the entire country is crazy, especially in the last 2 years. Especially in the last 2 years, it has been crazy. There has been nothing but race baiting, gaslighting, division, name calling from the politicians, not from the ordinary people, from the media and the politicians. And now they see the whole thing has turned. The wind is blowing in our direction. The wind is blowing in our direction. And Micheál Martin and Simon Harris know it. They know it. The game is up. It's over. The question is now what they're going to do about it. Because as I say, they bought City West Hotel. They have built beautiful, beautiful luxury apartments, hundreds of them. The borders are still open, Micheál Martin. They're still open. And the time for debate is long gone. But to think that you could stand there this morning and wipe out the last 2 years, well, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. We've all been through too much for it to be wiped out. There will be no total recall. There'll be total deportations, perhaps, but there'll be no total recall of the memories and the brains of ordinary people. So it's absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal. And that is why I wanted to come on today. So share the info. Subscribe if you can. Thanks for watching. I'll be back again probably tomorrow. But it's unbelievable. So you'll see now a lot of this rhetoric going on. Oh, we've always been for debate. Oh, such nonsense. It's even on the radio. Yesterday, News Talk FM, they were on about flying the Irish flag is racist. Someone sent me a piece there from Liveline, RTE Liveline, just now, before I came on. Same thing. Same rhetoric. Flying the Irish flag is racist. They never have any ordinary person on any of these shows to counteract the nonsense. And I will do it any day. But for now, I'm going to be here bringing you all the news from X, waking up everyone and enjoying it while I'm doing it. Thank you. See you on the next one. Take care.